Hi children, good morning everyone, and today you are back to the class session of 8th class biology. Okay, you are well versed with the topic of biology. What is meant by biology? Biology, bios, it is derived from the two words bios and ology. Bio means life, ology which means study of. Okay, so the study of life is biology. Here, the biology is a part of science which deals with the study of life. Now, we have to see what is science. Now, today's lesson is what is science. You are going to learn about what is science. This is the question arises in everyone's mind. So almost from the smaller standard you are learning this as a subject, isn't it? So what is science? Now you are going to learn something much more and better about the science and scientific thinking. So the science is a term which is derived from the Latin word scientia, which means knowledge. What is it? It is derived from the Latin word. What is the Latin word? It is scientia, which means knowledge. Scientia means knowledge. Once again I repeat children, what is science? And science is as a subject you know now. Now it is a tool to find the truths of nature. So for finding the truths of tool, this is a term that is used as a tool to find the truths of nature. Okay children, so it is based on experimentation and fact. It's not simply said and whatever you see, but observation, experimentation and facts. It's based on observation, experimentation and fact and revealed. And the previous accepted data also has been taken to reveal the facts that is present in the nature. So that is called as science. So it is derived from the Latin word that is scientia, which means knowledge. From which word the science is derived, children? It is derived from the Latin word which means knowledge. Okay children, so now we'll define the science in different terminology. So the science is organized study or a systematic study, we can say. It is an organized study of knowledge based on facts. Organized study of knowledge based on facts. Write down children. What is science? It is an organized study of knowledge based on facts. Okay, so it is a truth to find in search of the truths of nature. It's a tool to find the truths of nature. It is used as a tool for searching or to find the truths of nature. You can also define the science in that manner. Okay children, so see here almost you know it. Science is an organized study of knowledge based on facts. It is a tool for searching the truths of nature. Okay, so it is a tool or a way for exploring the world. It's a way for exploring the world. It's a way for exploring the world. So it's based on the scientific thinking. So it's based on scientific thinking. Completely scientific, all the science is based on the thinking that a person finds out the truths in the nature. So it's a questioning. So scientific thinking is a fundamental step. That is, in scientific thinking, the questioning is the fundamental step, we can say. Questioning is the primary or fundamental step of scientific thinking. Science is based on scientific thinking, and scientific thinking needs questioning. So when you question what, where, why, how, where, when, so these are all the ways to find the truths of the nature. So questioning is a primary or step in scientific thinking. Questioning is the primary step, or you can also say that it is a fundamental step. Questioning is the primary step or the fundamental step in scientific thinking. In scientific thinking. Hope you have understood, children, now. Once again I repeat, what is science? Science is a subject. It is based on systematic study of knowledge. It is derived from the Latin word scientia, which means knowledge. It is a tool to search the truths of life or in the nature, whatever occurring in the nature, to find the truths of the nature. It is used as a tool. For that, scientific thinking is very much essential. For the scientific thinking, you can say that questioning is a primary step in scientific thinking. Okay, children? So, note down this point now. So, these are the people. So, we know that the scientists or the people who think differently. That means they question everything to know what is going on around them. Is it clear, children? So, it is very amazing now for us that we are enjoying the comforts of our life, isn't it? So, all the facilities that we are enjoying today, like mobile phones, computers, robotics, and all these, that is in the field of agriculture or medicinal field, or like hybrid food grains, everything in the supply of food grains, in every field we are enjoying today. So that is very many changes have occurred in the specific fields due to the efforts of the many people who think differently and do differently. They observe the nature in a different or the specific manner, and these were the comforts that were originated from such a different type of human brains that were originated by these people. So these comforts were originated by these people who think differently and observe and understand the nature in a specific manner. Now we'll understand how they think, how they do everything. So in answering to that question, that how the scientists think, we can say that this questioning is a prime step in the scientific thinking. So in the discovery of various things that we are enjoying today, the comforts that we are enjoying today, and where we are in the comfort zone, we can say that it is based on the scientific thinking where the scientists have developed. Is it clear? These all comforts to us. Okay, so it is based where the questioning is the main step for them. So they think in a different manner. They always, what do? The scientific, the scientists always find the special joy in answering the questions that is not been referred to before, or they also try to experiment on the facts that were already explained, or they try to do on the unknown facts also. Their work remain continuous on the unknown facts also. Hope you have understood, children, this topic now. So what is science? Science is a tool to find the truths of knowledge, or it is a way to explore the world and to know it's a concerted human effort. It is we can say that science is a concerted human effort to know its scientific behavior. Okay, children, so that is called as science. So questioning is a primary step in scientific thinking. Science is a concerted human effort, as I told you earlier, children. So it is a concerted human effort based on the history of, that is a historical world anamata. This is based, it is a concerted, that is for the fusion, it is the effort of many members who think in a similar pattern of manner to understand the nature. That is called as concerted human effort. It's based on the historical world. Okay, children? So we can, based on the observation, to understand the history of the natural world, to understand history of nature or natural world, So it's based on observation and experimentation also, to know the fact, and physical evidence. For that, physical evidence is needed. Okay, children? So what is science? It is the concerted human effort based on observation to understand the history of the natural world. So it also needs physical evidence. It also needs physical evidence. Okay, children? It also needs physical evidence. So that is the science. What is science? Science is a concerted human effort based on observation to understand the history of the natural world. So in this, many scientists, as I told you earlier, they worked upon basing on the scientific thinking. So it needs several steps in scientific thinking. Scientific thinking also follows several steps like observation, experimentation, that is controlling the planning and controlling the conclusions, drawing the conclusions, etc. So these I'll tell you now. Okay, children? Note down. Here, scientists always observe the nature. I told you, isn't it? So they formulate the laws according to the nature and its laws. Is it clear? So the scientists formulate the laws according to the nature and its laws in itself. So they say that they think according to the scientific method. So what is a scientific method? And the way they think to know the facts of the nature is called as scientific thinking. So they follow a special way. What is that way? We'll see now. Okay. So the scientists follow a special way that is called as scientific thinking for doing different innovations. Okay, children? So the way they follow is called as scientific thinking. In the words of Karl Popper, he says that science is a history of corrected mistakes. What is science? Science is a history of corrected mistakes. Science is a history of corrected mistakes. That means it changes often. Science often has a change in it. So it is, you know, that scientist has a joy. They find a joy to correct the already previous data, isn't it? So they always try to correct. You people also try to research on what, why, when. You will be asking your teachers, why this happens, ma'am, why that happens, ma'am, why are the stars in the sky? Like that you may have several questions in your mind, isn't it? So why do the stars appear only in the night? Why they cannot be appeared in the daytime? So like that questions it may be arising for you, and you try to find out the answers for many of them. But that is ever changing process. Science, we can say that it is not constant forever. It is changing from time to time. So from the words of Karl Popper, we can say that science is a history of corrected mistakes. So from the past to now, if you see, there are many scientists who have corrected so many concepts, many concepts who have already proved, and some of them proved with the methods of their own, who have experimented and finally came to the conclusions. So the way they follow, the different steps they follow in the way of the scientific thinking or in the way of their innovations, so that is called as the scientific thinking. The scientists follow a special way for their innovations. So to do their innovations, some way or the method they follow, isn't it? So that is called as a scientific method. Is it clear, children, now? So what is a scientific method? Scientific method is a method that the scientists follow to find or for their innovations, for their new discoveries or inventions. The method they follow, it is called as the scientific method. Okay, children? So note down this in your notes. In doing such scientific experiments, what do they do? They observe the nature and how the nature works. They observe the nature and how the nature works. Okay, children? Scientists always make and record the observations of nature, children. Okay, so what do? They record the observations of nature and how the nature works. If they find that it is wrong, and if the old ideas are wrong, they try to find out or formulate the new ideas and put it in from the older ones. Okay, so this is about the scientific method. So the scientific method is the way that they follow for their innovations, as I said you earlier, and for this it has several steps. What are those steps? I'll say now. Scientific method has several steps. First one is observation. Before that, they question. Questioning, as I told you, that it is the primary step in the scientific method. So scientific method involves different steps like observing and asking questions. It's based on observing and asking questions. And the second one is planning. So forming, or it is not planning, you can say that is forming hypothesis. Now you have to know what is hypothesis. The possible answer that can be tested. Forming hypothesis. Observing and asking questions means what is the problem? That is identifying the problem. Okay, first you identify the problem by observation and you ask the questions related to that problem. So what happened, why it has happened, so and so, whether it is related to soil or agriculture, or at a medicinal purpose, or at any disease, or in a physical world, that is like in our houses, it related to bulbs or fans or electricity or any fridge or electronic goods, whatever it is, whatever the problem that has been arised. You have many problems. So why is it happened so? So for that you have to identify the problem first through observation, and you ask the questions to identify the problem. So observations and asking questions makes you to identify the problem first. Is it clear, children? Then you formulate the hypothesis. What is hypothesis? Possible answer that can be tested. That is, you know that the scientists always follow certain steps by doing experimentation and proving the fact. That is what is truth. they find the truths of nature, I said you, isn't it? So in that they form the hypothesis first. After knowing the problem, they think that is it may be the answer or a reason for so and so problem. So that is the possible answer. That is, they have analyzed a answer that it may be the problem that have to be tested. So that is the possible answer that is to be tested. That is hypothesis. Okay, children. Next, third one is planning. Planning an experiment. After hypothesis, you have to do the experiment to what the problem has arisen and how the problem has arisen and what is the rectification for that. So you plan an experiment, and for planning an experiment you need an equipment. So all the materials that are required to do that equipment is very much essential to conduct the experiment. Only planning is not sufficient. You have to conduct the experiment. That is, conducting the experiment is the next step of the scientific method. Is it clear? After conducting the experiment, you analyze the data through the proofs, that is what, through the different steps of arranging the experimental process. You analyze the data through the data analysis and draw the conclusions from it. Okay, children. So here in the last, after the data analysis, you get the, and that is conclusions. So you draw the conclusions from the data analysis and communicate the results from it. So results last, communicating the result. So these all require some tools. They are called as thinking tools. Thinking tools are required for the scientists to do this scientific method. So it involves several steps, as I said you earlier. Scientific method is a way in which the scientists follow to draw the truths of nature. It is a method or a way to draw the truths of nature by the scientists. In this method, they follow several steps like identifying the problem by observation and making or asking questions. Later, they plan the hypothesis. That is, drawing hypothesis means they think themselves that it may be the possible answer that they should test. Okay, so that is called as forming hypothesis. Later, they try to do the experiment. So in doing they planning an experiment, this experiment should be done. They have to plan an experiment. For planning an experiment, they require the materials to do the experiment, and then they conduct the experiment. Not only the materials are available, and if you do not conduct the experiment, you cannot draw the conclusions at all of what the problem has arisen so far. Okay. So the experiment is to be conducted. Later, analysis of the data based on the experimentation has to be done, and then we have to draw the conclusions from it, and generalization should be made based on the conclusions of the problem, what the problem is. If the problem is not solved, and again the ideas over it, the questions have to be posed upon, so why it has been happened, or you can come to the conclusion directly of the truth that has been occurred. Okay, so this is about communicating the results at the end. So for all these, the scientists, what do? They apply the tools, that is the thinking tools. The thinking tools applied to answer a problem or a question. To answer a problem or a question, to do the experiment is called as process skills. So they are known as process skills. Scientists always use these thinking tools to do the scientific method, to follow the scientific method. The thinking tools applied. What are they? The thinking tools applied to answer a question. To answer a question or a problem. It may be a problem also. Any problem. It is the question that is being arised. To solve a problem or a question, the thinking tools that the scientists apply, these are called as process skills. To do the experiment, by whom? You have to put a question. By a scientist. By a scientist. It are known as process skills. What are they known as? They are known as process skills. Once again I repeat, children, the thinking tools applied to answer a question or a problem by a scientist in doing an experiment or anything, it is are known as the process skills. Okay, children. So the various process skills, I will tell you once again. Now you are seeing about the process skills. The various process skills. Various process skills are like observation, as I told you earlier, observation, recording, just a minute, children. So children, that is the identifying the problem in the scientific method is the first one, and then the second, that as I said you, that is the bulb not, for example, that is bulb not glowing is the identifying the problem, for example. Next, in the second case, hypothesis. Making hypothesis. That is, it may be defilament, or the switch is not in a proper condition, or fuse problem, or anything that it may be the power that is moving towards it, or the wires are not properly arranged. So anything may be the problem for not lighting the bulb. So the third one, you will be collecting the information about it. So what is the collecting information? Data. That is gathering the data, that means. Is it clear? So in that steps of scientific method, you collect the information, that is the materials that are required, like screwdriver or the tester or any requirements, that is the wires, everything. That is the collecting the methods, material for doing the experiment. Then you plan the experiment and plan the experiment. So what to do for that? You will test it with the tester. You test every switchboard, everything, and the wire, everything with the tester and all with the collected material. Okay, then you will analyze the data. Data analysis. You will analyze the data. For example, as I told you, for the not glowing the bulb, you may arrange the collected data, that is whether the switch is under good condition. Yes, it is in good condition. Whether the first you will see the filament. If the filament is under good condition, yes, the filaments are in good conditions. If the wires are not attached properly, the positive and negative sides, all the everything, you have to see it carefully. So isn't it? So you will be testing whether all the wires are in proper conditions or not. So like that you will find the analyze the data based on the collected information, and experiment it. Experimentation, that is conduct the experiment. You will conduct the experiment for that. Next, and prove that. After doing the experimentation, you can prove the hypothesis. Hypothesis means what? A possible answer that can be tested. I said you earlier. Possible answer that can be tested. Okay, so you will come to result analysis. Analyzing the result. Next, generalization. Last, you will be generalizing the concept. So based on the result, you need to select whether another hypothesis is to be made or not. So sometimes it may be right or sometimes it may be wrong. So based on the result, again you move to the another hypothesis. That is, the answer may be another one, the filament first, then wires, Then if it is not so, you'll move to switchboard. So one by one you'll do the experiment and you will change the hypothesis based on the result. Is it clear, children? Then coming to the generalization. Now based on the experimentation and you get the idea of the problem, that is the solution for the problem. So now after experimentation you get the solution for the problem. So fuse, if it is damaged, bulb will not be glowing. So we need to replace the fuse. So that is the generalization that you may come to conclusion at the end. So that is the generalization that is made. So here the example that you have taken is bulb. Now a bulb which is not lit, that is unglowing, which is not lit, so which is not glowing. So you have taken that example. If you take the soil, better for instance in a biology, different types of soils are used for different plants to grow. Which soil is best to grow, which type of plants will be experimentally proved by doing the experimentation and drawing the conclusions based on this fact. Is it clear, children? So by doing the experimentation and conducting the experimentation by various methods, that is various hypotheses that you can draw by doing the experimentations itself. Hope you have understood the lesson, children. So in the next class, I'll tell you about the scientific tools that they use. These are called as process skills that the scientists use in their scientific method. Okay, children, in the next class we'll continue the lesson. Till then you write the homework. What is the different steps, that is 3 questions I'll give you. Try to write the answers for these 3 questions. Okay, children, so that is the homework part for you. What is science? So define science in either 1 or 2 ways. And what are the comforts that you are enjoying through the scientific, that is the invention of science? What are the comforts or the facilities that you are enjoying by the science? Okay, next, 3rd question is, what is scientific method? And write the steps of scientific method. Scientific method. Write the steps of scientific method. Okay, children, hope you have understood this. I'll continue for the next class. Thank you. Have a good day.